Sebastian Arala says, you are surprisingly consistent on being entertaining. What the fuck does that mean? I don't even know how I feel about that. You're surprisingly consistent on being entertaining. Thanks, Sebastian. Raghav Matta says, surprised how Morj can speak coherently. How low are you guys lowering the bar at this point? First it was like, surprised Morj is consistently entertaining. Now it's surprised Morj could speak coherently. Surprised Morj could turn on a computer. Actually, yeah, to be fair, I don't know how to set up this other monitor, to be honest. I could have a full fucking week with just this laptop, and there's like a solid 50-60% chance I still don't figure it out by the end. I have a theory that I will be close to incapable of functioning in society by the time I'm like 40. Technology is improving at like, or not improving, it's just evolving at an extremely fast rate, right? There's like a window where you're really able to grasp and absorb how society, or like how technology and everything is shifting. There's a certain point where all of that starts to slow down and then it starts to pass you up, because not only are you using that stuff less, but it's also accelerating at a rate where you are kind of past your prime in terms of absorbing information, right? I think that's going to happen for me way faster than the average person, because I'm already way behind the average person in terms of technological competency. So I think I'm basically fucked by the time I'm 40. Because already, I don't use TikTok because it's a whole new thing I'd have to learn. And I don't want to have to learn like a whole new thing. I don't use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snap, blah, 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 blah. At a certain point, Instagram, I was just like, that one will go away. That one will die down. Surprise, surprise. That's the one that fucking blew up and everyone uses now. So all that really needs to happen is like 1 or 2 more social media platforms come up that are like newer than TikTok and Instagram, and that's it. I'm basically done. I won't be able to use the internet. Caleb Brown says, if Seraphim Kaido exists, then ZKK isn't dead. If Seraphim Kaido exists, how are they going to get to him? No, I mean, like, they were doing experiments on him and shit, so yeah, maybe Seraphim Kaido does exist. It's just Naruto again. I mean, but I would like it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing back all these strong characters, but just in cyborg mode, basically. But it is very Naruto-esque. Ito Tensei versus Seraphim stuff, very similar, right? Says, imagine a Seraphim ace with a clone magma fruit. Oh man, you're going to make Luffy either cry or just beat the shit out of it. Seraphim cloning and Devil Fruit cloning, the world government could... Yeah, that'd be cool. So like a Boa Hancock with Doflamingo strings or something like that. They all get Kizaru lasers. They're all in a way budget Kizarus, right? But then they also get all these other goodies. So like, what if you got Mihawk with like sand powers or something like that? What if you had like Moria with Hancock's fruit and he's just basically useless and he can't turn anyone to stone? And then they kick him out of the Shichibukai again. If you gave Mihawk Doflamingo's fruit, because Mihawk's already the best at cutting things, right? So what if you gave him a fruit that's specifically made to cut things? I think Mihawk with Doflamingo's fruit would be something else. Brandon King says, you think Weevil is a prototype or failed Whitebeard Seraphim? Oh, that's such an interesting idea. Big round of applause to Brandon King. Applause to Brandon King. Because we're all like, where the fuck did this dude come from? Why is he so strong? That'd be interesting. Big Bro Cook says, biblically there are 7 Seraphim. Okay, I'm 100% on board with that. I don't think we need more Seraphim than what we're getting. I think it's exciting as a concept just because it answers that question that we always had, which was, what if the Shichibukai actually tried during Marineford? What if the Shichibukai weren't just delinquents and hooligans, right? And that's an exciting question to answer. Once you get in the territory of like, what if the world government also had like clones of each admiral, clones of Garp, Sengoku, things like that. I think that's entering territory where it's like, maybe it's just adding shit to add it. I'm very satisfied with just the concept that we're getting 7 super strong characters. You know, it just seems cool to me. Andrew McCarthy said, according to 1057 in Viz, Kaido and Big Mom are dead. Is this true? Because somebody said this earlier and I like literally didn't believe it. Who says they're dead? Is it this dude? Is it this dude? This narrator makes the Wano... He does do justice to... Slow down a second. This narrator most certainly does do justice to the tale. I still didn't say it right. I slowed down so hard. All right, everybody say it with me together. This narrator does do justice to the tale. He does it too well, in fact. He does a bit extra justice because he makes the Battle of Onigashima sound like 1,000,000 times better than it actually was, in my opinion. Like, the way he described it, it's like, damn. That sounds like an exciting fucking story. That sounds like the greatest thing I'll ever read. Who should come to cut the beast in twain but the second of Kazuki Oden's faithful followers, Denjiro? He just made the execution of Orochi sound 1,000,000 times more badass and memorable and iconic than it actually was. Who should come to cut the beast in twain? The second of Kazuki Oden's faithful followers, Denjiro. Was that the swell of emotion we all felt while we were reading that page of Denjiro coming in and stealing Hiyori's kill and just chopping his head off in the middle of a chapter with much more interesting shit going on? Their death screams split the sky. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. This fucking narrator is just I prefer our narrator. You know, the one that actually, like, the narrator text boxes that we get from our narrator. I like that guy better, because he always tells the truth for the most part. This guy's just a liar. He says certain things that just didn't actually happen. Not only did their death screams not split the sky, it's actually the exact opposite. The specific thing that's happening as Big Mom is falling is she is in a bubble of silence. She is very literally in a bubble of silence. No one can hear her. All right, so that's one. Let's check number 2. Is Kaido a yeller? Does he scream much? It seems mostly silent to me. Literally the only sound effects are this music shit and some laughter. And then he's kind of just gone. There's a sound effect here that says grush. Don't know what that means exactly, but grush. I mean, I'm with the narrator. I wish it was as epic as the narrator made it sound, but it wasn't. It was actually the exact opposite of that. With a great bellow of thunder, Onigashima and Kaido the Dragon King plummet to the earth. No thunder to be seen. Would have been nice. Unless you're talking about like 4 chapters ago when Luffy did that lightning thing. I would read this guy's version of Wano. This narrator's version of Wano, that sounds pretty dope. Let's get that guy to... Can Oda get a version of Wano out written by that guy? Master says, Morj destroys Kazuki propaganda with facts and logic. Yeah. It is actually Kazuki propaganda. They propagandaed the Wano arc being a lot more epic than it was, which is hilarious. You are surprisingly consistent on being entertaining. What the fuck does that mean?